Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Learner Podcast. I'm Anna.
And I'm Tom. It's great to have you with us again today.
We hope you're having a good day, wherever you are listening from.
Yes, maybe you're at home, on the bus, or even sitting in your room right now.
And that's perfect, because today's topic is how to describe your room.
This topic is very useful because we often talk about our rooms with friends.
Yes, especially when someone asks, "What is your room like?"
Some people feel nervous when they need to describe things in English.
But don't worry, because you don't need difficult words.
Simple words in clear sentences are more than enough.
Before we start, Tom, do you like your room?
Honestly, yes, but only when it's clean.
That sounds very honest.
When my room is messy, I feel a little stressed.
I feel the same. A clean room makes my mind feel calm.
So when you describe your room, you can also describe how it makes you feel.
Exactly. Your room is not just a place, it's part of your daily life.
Let's start with the first thing people usually talk about, the size.
You can say, "My room is small," "My room is big," or "My room is not very large."
You can also say, my room is small but comfortable.
Adding "but" helps you give more information.
My room is small, but I have everything I need.
That's a great sentence for English learners.
Next, you can talk about the colors in your room.
Colors help people imagine your room more clearly.
My room has white walls and a light wooden floor.
That sounds bright and simple.
Yes, bright rooms usually feel more open.
My room has light blue walls, so it feels peaceful.
Peaceful is a very nice word to describe a room.
You can also talk about the light in your room.
For example, my room gets a lot of sunlight.
Or, "My room is a little dark, so I use a lamp."
Light can change how a room feels.
That's true. A bright room often feels more energetic.
And a softer light feels more relaxing at night.
Another important thing is the furniture,
Furniture means the big things in your room.
like your bed, desk, chair, or wardrobe.
I have a bed, a desk, a chair, and a small bookshelf.
My bookshelf is my favorite part of my room
Really? Why is that?
because it shows my favorite books and things I love.
That's a great point. Your room can show your personality.
Some people have posters, photos, or plants.
I have a plant, but sometimes I forget to water it.
That plant is very brave.
Yes, it's trying its best.
When you describe your room, you can also talk about where things are.
For example, my bed is next to the window.
Or, "My desk is in front of the bed."
These sentences help your listener imagine your room clearly.
You don't need long sentences to do that.
Short and clear sentences are perfect for speaking practice.
Now, listeners, take a moment to look around your room.
Try to name what you see in English.
You can start very simply.
I see a bed.
I see a desk.
This is a great way to practice speaking every day.
Even 1 minute of practice can help a lot.
And the more you practice, the more confident you will feel.
Describing your room is one of the easiest ways to start speaking English.
Yes, because you know your room better than anyone else.
Tom, another fun way to describe your room is to talk about your decorations.
Yes, decorations can really show your personality.
I have some posters of my favorite movies and books on my wall.
I have a few posters too, but I also put some funny stickers on my desk.
Stickers are great. They make your room more colorful.
Exactly. And small things like lamps, plants, or a rug can make a big difference too.
I have a small plant near my window. It makes my room feel fresh.
Oh, I want a plant too, but I'm not very good at taking care of it.
That's okay. Even one small plant can make a room feel alive.
You can also talk about your bed. It's usually the biggest thing in your room.
My bed is near the window, so I can see outside when I wake up.
I like my bed because it's very comfortable, especially after a long day.
You can also describe your desk. It's where you study or work.
My desk is a little messy, but I know where everything is.
Messy desks are very normal.
Yes, it shows we're busy and active.
Another thing you can talk about is lighting in your room.
Right. Is it bright, dim, or cozy?
My room is bright in the morning because of the sunlight, but I use a warm lamp at night.
I like warm lamps too. They make the room feel cozy and calm.
You can also describe the floor or carpet in your room.
My room has a wooden floor, but I added a small carpet near my bed.
I have a soft carpet in the center of my room. It feels nice when I sit there to read.
That's a good detail. It makes your description more complete.
Another thing is the view from your window.
Yes, it can be very interesting.
I can see the trees and the sky from my window. It makes me feel relaxed.
I can see my neighbor's garden, and sometimes I watch birds.
That's lovely. You can say, I like looking outside my window because it's peaceful.
Or, the view from my window makes me happy in the morning.
Another fun thing is talking about your hobbies in your room.
Yes, what do you do for fun in your room?
I read books, listen to music, and sometimes draw.
I play guitar, read comics, and sometimes try to write stories.
You can say, I like drawing in my room, or I often play music in my room.
Doing this makes your description more personal.
You can also describe sounds in your room.
My room is usually quiet, but sometimes I hear music from my neighbors.
My room is calm, but my cat sometimes makes noise.
That's funny. You can say, my room is usually quiet, but sometimes it is noisy.
Another interesting detail is smells.
Smells. Oh yes, like scented candles or flowers.
I sometimes light a scented candle. It makes the room feel cozy.
I like that too. You can say, my room smells nice because of the candle.
Also, you can talk about what you want to improve in your room.
For example, I want to organize my books better and add more lights.
I want to add some colorful cushions and a small shelf for my things.
Talking about improvements shows your ideas and creativity.
Yes, and listeners, you can also think about your room while listening.
Look around and ask yourself simple questions. What do I like in my room?
What do I want to change? Where do I spend most of my time?
Answering these questions will make it easy to describe your room in English.
And don't worry about grammar. Just speak naturally.
Even simple sentences are perfect. My bed is big. I like my desk. I have a small plant.
You can also add feelings. I feel relaxed in my room. I feel happy when I read. Or my room is cozy.
Describing your room is one of the best ways to practice English at home.
And it's fun because your room belongs to you.
Yes, it's your personal space. You can say anything about it.
And little details make your description more lively.
Like posters, books, plants, lamps, and even your pet.
Yes, don't forget your pet. They can be part of the description too.
And listeners, after this episode, try describing your room out loud.
Start with simple sentences, then add details like color, furniture, and your feelings.
You'll see that it's easier than you think, and it's a fun way to practice English.
Tom, another fun way to describe your room is to talk about your favorite things in it.
Oh yes, I have a small guitar that I love playing in my room.
That's cool. I have a collection of notebooks and pens I always use.
You can say, my favorite thing in my room is my guitar, or my favorite thing is my notebook.
Exactly. And it's even more fun if you explain why you like it.
Like, I like my guitar because I can play music and relax.
Or, I like my notebook because I write stories and ideas in it.
You can also describe your hobbies in your room.
I like reading and sometimes drawing.
I play music, read comics, and sometimes try to organize my messy desk.
Organizing your desk is a hobby now?
It should be. Sometimes it takes hours.
Another thing is describing your pets in your room.
Oh yes, my cat loves to sleep on my bed.
My dog sometimes runs around and steals my socks.
You can say, my cat sleeps on my bed, or my dog runs in my room.
These little details make your description funny and lively.
You can also talk about technology in your room.
I have a computer, a lamp, and a small speaker.
I have my laptop, headphones, and a gaming console.
Technology is something everyone likes to talk about in their room.
Yes, and you can describe how you use it. I use my laptop to study, or I play games on my console.
Another fun idea is to talk about your decorations in detail.
For example, posters, pictures, or souvenirs.
I have a poster of my favorite author and a small painting I made myself.
I have a poster of my favorite movie and some souvenirs from my trips.
These details show your personality.
And when you describe your room, you can also describe your routine there.
Yes, for example, I wake up and make my bed, or I study at my desk every evening.
You can say, I read books before sleeping, or I listen to music after school.
Talking about routine makes your description more complete.
Another idea is to describe the feeling of being in your room.
I feel relaxed and happy in my room.
I feel calm and focused in my room.
Or you can say, my room feels cozy and comfortable.
Feeling words are very useful when describing places.
You can even describe funny things that happen in your room.
Like when my cat jumps on my desk and scares me.
Or when my dog steals my homework.
These little stories make your English sound natural.
And listeners, you can try telling small stories about your room too.
Yes, even 1 or 2 sentences is enough. Yesterday, my cat jumped on my bed, or I dropped my book on the floor.
You can also describe things you want to add to your room.
I want a new lamp and maybe a small shelf.
I want colorful pillows and a little plant near my desk.
Talking about changes shows creativity and makes your English more interesting.
Another idea is to describe your room to someone who has never seen it.
Yes, you can try explaining it in order. First, the size, then the color, then the furniture, and then your favorite things.
For example, my room is small but cozy. The walls are light blue. I have a bed near the window and a desk next to it. My favorite thing is my notebook.
That's perfect. Short, clear, and complete.
You can also add feelings. I feel relaxed in my room because it's calm and quiet.
And small details like posters, lamps, or plants make it more lively.
Another fun idea is to describe what you do on the weekend in your room.
I usually listen to music, play my guitar, and sometimes organize my books.
I read books, draw, and sometimes write short stories.
You can say, on weekends I usually, or I like to.
This is a natural way to practice English every day.
Yes, and it's fun because your room belongs to you.
And listeners, after this episode, try describing your room out loud.
Name the furniture, your favorite things, your pets, your colors, your hobbies, and your feelings.
And don't forget little funny stories.
Yes, funny or personal details make your English sound more human.
Your room is a great topic because it's familiar and interesting.
And practicing speaking about familiar topics is the fastest way to improve English.
Tom, one fun way to finish describing your room is to imagine if someone visited it.
Oh yes, you can say, when you enter my room, you see my bed and desk first.
Or, next to the window, there is a small plant and a lamp.
That makes it easier for someone to imagine your room.
You can even make it funny. For example, watch out for my messy desk, it's like a little mountain.
I love that. I can say, careful, my cat might be sleeping on your chair.
See? Tiny details and humor make your description more lively.
Another idea is to imagine what your room would be like if it was magical.
Oh, I like that. My bed could fly around the room.
And my desk could organize itself automatically.
That would be amazing.
You can describe your dream room too.
Yes, like In my dream room, I would have a big bookshelf, colorful pillows, and a cozy chair.
Or, I would have a bright lamp, a guitar, and a soft carpet.
Describing a dream room is fun because you can use imagination and feelings together.
And listeners, you can try this at home too. Close your eyes and imagine your dream room.
Then try describing it out loud in English. Don't worry about mistakes.
Another fun activity is to pretend your friends are visiting and describe each thing in your room.
For example, this is my desk. I usually do my homework here. And this is my bed. It's very comfortable.
You can even make little stories. Yesterday, my cat jumped on my bed and scared me.
Yes, little stories make your English more natural.
You can also talk about your favorite time in the room.
I love mornings when the sunlight comes in.
I love evenings when it's calm and I can read or play music.
You can say, I feel happy in my room in the morning, or I feel relaxed in the evening.
Small sentences like this are perfect for practicing English.
And don't forget to describe colors, furniture, favorite objects, and feelings.
Add funny or personal details. It makes your description more memorable.
And remember, your room belongs to you, so it's a safe and fun topic to practice English.
Listeners, after this episode, try describing your room aloud. Name your furniture, your favorite things, your pets, and even little funny stories.
You can also describe your dream room or imagine a magical room. It's a fun way to practice speaking naturally.
And even short sentences are perfect. My bed is big. I have a lamp. I feel relaxed.
The most important thing is to speak confidently and have fun.
English is easier when you practice topics that are familiar and interesting.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode about describing your room.
Yes, we hope you enjoyed it and had fun thinking about your own room.
Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on YouTube so you won't miss our next episode.
And share this episode with friends who want to practice English too.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.